So I've never played or seen anything of this game, so I decided, why does that say an 8? I just, no, I'm fine. Let's turn that down. Guys, I've never seen, well, I've seen, but like not much of it. I've probably only seen like this of this game. So I've also never played it, so I've decided to play it. So yeah, I actually forgot which one of these are like. I think this is a horror game. Hopefully. Let's do this. Enter in my name. Why is there no capital? There we go. Okay. Hey! Why is it? Oh, that's mean. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious, oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. Oh, that's why she said annoying. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and would get tired of waiting up. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's kind of mean. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm trying to do a voice, but I know I can't. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you weren't thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. That's mean, Grim Reaper. Well, if people start staring at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I tried to laugh in a high pitch. Wow. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Grim Reaper, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that in one of many conversations dismissively where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content with getting by one on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Dang. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a nat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry about you. This is not how I expected this to go. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Even seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind to let I suck at reading. Ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she doesn't exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sorry, wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so why did I just stop talking? That's so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Whew. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had made any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 90% sure she's only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show up interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is granted to be even less. No guaranteed. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned out all of this. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. What? I diligently follow Sayori across the school and up the stairs, and a section of the school I rarely visited, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings opens the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl one. That's nice. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori's always saying nice things about you. Girl 2. Seriously, you brought a boy? Why? Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 3. Ah, Grim Reaper, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Just short. Not to be mean or anything, but you are. All words escaped me in this situation. This club. I don't want to say that. You guys can read. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitudes, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the only one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest one in the class. Yuri, Natsuki, Sayori. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears comparatively more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. It sounds like you've already met Monica, is that right? You, Monica. That's right. It's great to meet you again, Grim Reaper. Don't make that pose. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, fine, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Grim Reaper. We've made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get you cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged, formed into a table. As Sayori mentioned, when it's been widened, so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Feeling awakened to take my seat next to Sayori, Natsuki proudly marches back at the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cute little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates are used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know me. Is that your tooth? Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the next one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Soria talks with her mouth full, and Haizori managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. She is waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wondered if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you talking to me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. Not for you, you know. No, not for you, no, you not for you, no, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Nisuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying tea sets. She carefully places the key cups in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the ketchup tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Oh, don't let yourself get imitated, Yuri. Get yourself imitated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of the question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Much rather take something I personally enjoy to make something special out of it. And if it encourages the other to get into a literature club, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. you could put that away. Not many people are very interested in putting effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something they don't grab your attention to, like literature. You haven't you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, to make school events like festivals that are much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Oh, they can all fit. I did not know that. I thought they couldn't all fit. Everyone in enthusiastically says yes. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica's. Monica's. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the new idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Grim Reaper, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim of her teacup along her fingers. My favorite are usually novels that build up deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world. Such a foreign world is, in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantages of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once too. Well, once, not once too. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't expect that. Really, I wouldn't have expected that Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess, I guess you could have said that, but it's a story that makes me think or take me to another world. Then I really can put it down. Surreal horrors is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, it's just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write something about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What what gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute, as you are. Suri settles behind Natsuki, putting her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust forms of writing is writing to oneself. I think that was right. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if she shares some of your work, you can set an example of it and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everybody. Everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look confused at Monica. Let's go home and write poems of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Grim Reaper? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I brilliantly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I've never said I wanted to join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with diligent eyes. Probably not. But I'm sorry, I thought. Grim Reaper. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-handed decision when it's all like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I have to pay in order to spend every day. You can just... right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. I was going to say Yori. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me there for a moment. Whoa. Something just happened. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment: write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Grim Reaper, I'm looking forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah, I'm really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. Oh, can I? I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, these girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Grim Reaper, since you're already here, do you want to talk? Do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walked home together anymore because she's always staying after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Hey, why don't I understand? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Why? Why does he have to make it weird? My entire body just paused. What am I doing? Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come to me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes, it does. What? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Calm. Can I why is there only 3 of them? So, sunset. Warm. Clouds. Yes. Finding desire. What am I doing? What is this? Rose. Kitty. Sure. Milk. Laugh. Occasion. Ooh. Yep. Cover that up. Excitement. Anger, fear, misfortune. Sing. Vanilla. Giggle, mouse, amazing giggle. And vernal memories, comfort dreams, loud, broken, electric scars, fluffy, fluffy. Tears, jumpy. Kawaii. Maybe. My sugar pig cheeks. Pink. What? Wait, what's going on? Why'd she jump? Doki Doki. That's the name of this, right? Doki Doki. I forgot. This? She jumped. Oh, rainbow. She jumped. Oh my goodness. Journey? She jumped. Oh, no way. I didn't see her jump at all. Strawberry. She jumped. Climax. She jumped. Let's go. Let's go. Imagination. She's gonna jump. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why we're making them sparkle. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How you getting, Grim Reaper? Got to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping the promise, Grim Reaper. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, like he doesn't deserve any slack. Sayori told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But you don't take us seriously, then you don't see the end of it. I think I read all of that wrong. Natsuki is certainly Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her... What is this word? Keeps her manga collection in the classroom. What is that word? Mm, mm. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Grim Reaper always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps with busy work. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Grim Reaper can become good friends too. Sayori. As you and Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hmm? No, you don't. Hey, don't worry about it. First off, it wasn't. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want me to. Oh, wait. No. There's stuff I missed. I can't go back. Alright. Well, here it is. You reaches in your bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. What's the book? And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. How is this girl actually being... Dude. She picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down to the nearest says, how am I supposed to occupy myself with some literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read this. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation and Monica's. We're probably gonna really seem lame compared to the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not that at all, you know. We just need a way to show everyone. Show that I clicked it and I didn't finish reading it. Something that speaks to our creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it isn't a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Whoa. And after all, they they come. We can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is is taking this seriously. It's rare to hear deliberately. The, that. Mm, yeah. Huh. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Nasuki would really love to do that. Ah, you're right. Nasuki makes the best cupcakes. That would work out perfectly. I'm just realizing the music in the background. What is it like? I kind of. That's. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speaking to my creative tummy. Cupcakes. It is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it is like to see the world through her eyes. Wow. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Why is she so close? I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Oh, that's funny. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say it out loud. I glance over my shoulders to see Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for the best of me, then you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? It, not every day. That's not even convincing. How many days have passed before you got up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Suri glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around. I run my fingers through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. My hand is getting cold. There's more than just your hair. Look at your brow, it isn't straight. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Where? I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meaning? You don't even keep your blazer. What? blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? It, oh, it's not. That's super mean. Sorry, but you thank me later. I start to. Why? Why? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Stop. Nope. I. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm trying to like fix my head, but I need to read. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one hard? Wait, why do I? Ah! I'm struggling. I can't read like this. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever bind it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Right when you're smiling about. No, thank you. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you're looking much better now. Ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. 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 Those. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hustily unbuttons her blazer once more. That was pointless. My head hurts after that because I was just trying to fix my head, and also I don't like that position. That camera placement. Phew. That's much better. Suri puts her arms down and twirls around. Arms out. So if I keep unbuttoning it, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because I didn't click it. It just skipped. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do the things like this, and you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping them unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I don't say embarrassing things. Jeez. Well, anyway, let's focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. If only you focus on going to bed earlier. I tried to scroll. Fine, can I scroll? No. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, so you're right. But I was joking at the time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Are we doing the poems? Dude, I spent so much time on the poems. Malika suddenly comes out. Why don't you share the poems you wrote now? Let's go. I took like 0 time to make the poem, but let's go. Remember, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Story still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My reaction ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone, I've yawned a lot. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull up their poems. Sherry's is on a wrinkled loose sheet of paper torn from a spiraled notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri something complies as while reaching out their bags. I do the same myself. Can I? Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yo. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, then enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to speak. I can't. So, yeah. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it's your first time reading that. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So it's that bad. No? Did I just raise my voice? Why should I do that? Ooh. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes, but we haven't really gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, so I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing is I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very Yep. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separated from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style of expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. She's stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I am. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills, techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Masuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought. I'd love to share. That should be. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be a literature club. Oh. ghost under the light. It. I can read this. It tendons of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathe. Bathing? It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the last of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm breathing air to the pleasant, but the living, oh, to the present, but the living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I mean, I can't read cursive, and also I don't know if cursive is bad or good, but I'm gonna say that it's good. But I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read it. I did because I couldn't read cursive. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. Scripts should be poems. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something to ease the disgust. Oh, something easy to discuss, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Phew. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Grim Reaper. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did. Only guys over it after all. But remember, the posts often express their own thoughts and feelings and expressions in the work, and usually do more than tell a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being some symbolic compared to a ghost lingering and her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. That's actually nice. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it wouldn't be long before you picked up on these two. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oogie doogie. Who should I show my poem on next? Well, she was talking about Nasuki being very biased. So we're gonna Nasuki. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well, it's about time. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Oh, no. I can't sigh. Whatever. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can run, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh, I have to click off. God. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. But I was about to say something, but I feel like I shouldn't have. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all be and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it's hard to hard. It's hard. It's you hard. It hits you hard. I'll hit you hard like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up the rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into the. And then I realized that's what I. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned. You learned something. I didn't expect you. I didn't expect. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here. You did. Did you? Yeah, I guess not. So she is like year one, I guess. I decided to humor her for the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud that, then I won't take that away from her. I'm gonna do Monica last because I don't really like her. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Grim Reaper. Eh, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because you have no idea what I like either. Ahaha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you are you sure you don't like it just because I read it? It well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a great. That's such a. That's funny. I like that. It's a Grim Reaper poem, and that makes it feel extra special. I like how, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of it. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, remember? Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture in my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to it then. Yay. Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like I miss you, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play? Come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Hmm. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. I just just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that, but say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how I should put it. It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. That sounds good. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all, oh wait, I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. That was so much fun. Monica is the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And we're gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Why is she standing there like that? I don't like that. Like remember having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring up things up. I'm better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share my poem. Uh, it's kind of embarrassing, I guess. Ah, I think I read it, but then I realized I said it wrong. But then I just click. Don't worry, Grim Reaper. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would say. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hmm. Well, that's to be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being, even if she shows it in different ways and ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe when I get when reading your poem. Hmm. You sure you're not reading too much into this? I could be. Oh, oops. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in case Yuri's writing is kind of gentle. But in case Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it, I can tell she likes exploring with her feelings, like happiness and sadness. Who who knew someone would so happy would enjoy sad things? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each other's own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot soon. Wait, no. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Even everyone else be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to the write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Uh, uh. Anyways, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. See the direction. The speckled produce, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't. Oh, there's a scroll. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind, like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorching with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, scratching forever inside a hole of infinite choices. I realized looking in, how I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he was on the other side, and he was on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very free form. It's if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask about feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There, that is a lot of poems have been putting on emphasis on timing between words and lines. Well performed out loud, that it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if it's how. I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess I could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe even when everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get two dark puddles of ink. Two big dark puddles of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
When your mother and I decided to get married, I went down to his office asking for her hand.
Phew.
What'd he say?
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room.
I will not let my daughter.
That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even were just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My hands land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly, gingerly exchange sheets, paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in timid, I watch of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Do you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try to be hard? Wait, you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out to be nice after all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for if I was looking for suggestions, I was asked someone who would actually like it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Grim Reaper did too. So based on that, I'm gladly giving you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the effort, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Weird. Reaper liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nisuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. It, did they make a... Yeah, there's... Weird. That's not what I... Uh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Grim Reaper appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't just deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was in the...
Hey, what do you got there?
Do you remember my buddy Chad that works at the ME's office?
Yeah, the guy with the black fingernail polish and lipstick.
Oh, it's hard
I
being small.
was
Those
the
only
one
God.
whose boobs
Anyway, he sent
magically
me the autopsy
grew
report
in
and story.
size
It's amazing what lending someone
bigger
an
as soon
eyeliner can
as
get you
Grim
these
Reaper
days.
showed up.
So
Nasuki.
Troy didn't have progeria.
Nasuki, that's a
No,
little...
his pituitary gland, which by the way produces
This
a hormone
doesn't
that controls
involve
the aging
you.
process, was completely drained.
I don't
It's like
like the
someone
fighting,
sucked
guys.
you for
Suddenly, both
Well, that's
girls
quite an
turned towards
assumption
me as
for
they
someone.
just noticed I was standing there. Grim
Here's
Reaper.
Lou Reynolds. I
She,
was just,
she's just trying to make me feel look,
Sorry, I was
just
really
trying to make me look bad.
stuff.
That's not true. She started it.
Well, don't.
If she
I like my students
could,
thinking outside the box. I've been reading some
if she
back
could
issues
get
of
over herself
Torch.
and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have never happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems and convoluting for no reason. Wait, what? No, that was wrong. No, but the meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Grim Reaper. Wait, there's no reason we have to be so deep and express words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most efficiently. Avoiding them it's not unnecessary. Eliminating yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Grim? Hello? How'd I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I'm gonna read, they're probably gonna think more highly of me. So of course that's what I'm gonna do. Going to be obvious. She's that one. No, let's think about this. Whose poem do I like more? I liked because Yuri's about I kind of like Yuri's though. Yuri's was honestly not that bad. And like Suki's was just like goofy. I found it to be goofy.
Time will tell. Frankly, I'm more interested in your work. What are your goals? Well, I'd like to help people.
Nasuki,
Something like
That
that.
one is not your toy.
you're right. I like your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You should pick a fight just because someone's opinion. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, You're a seriously talented
So
writer.
why are you doing this to me?
It's so secret that I was impressed.
This isn't a
Well,
punishment,
that's.
okay?
But here's the
Consider it a
thing.
challenge.
No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, there will they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something more personal. That's why Natsuki feels threatened. When you said her poem was cute, I see. I didn't know this at all. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Mm.
just in time to
But
volunteer for the
Natsuki, you
interns.
take it way too far.
Actually,
Yuri
many things my
means
essay
well,
touched
and
upon.
if she just told you how you felt.
What the future
Wait, no.
theoretically holds for
I
you.
why do I? Ah.
Who cares about the future?
And then this means
Well, I'd
then
like to think
this
that there's
wouldn't have
something to
happened
try
at all
still.
in the first
Sure.
place.
Yeah,
Are you
it's a
kidding me?
job,
That's exactly what I did.
responsibilities, getting old.
It was her that what? Nisuki, I think that's enough. The both of you said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, and I don't.
Is everything all right?
Don't you think you should do? Mm. Nisuki clutches her fists.
I think we got
I
the
think
lighting the way you wanted.
dead. In the end, nobody has taken her side. I'm sorry. I liked her poem more.
Let me guess.
She's trapped at
Love
this
less than you
point,
want to see
being.
yourself 5 years
I'm
from now.
so sorry.
Hey, maybe you're the same
I end up
assignment
even
when I was
feeling
at
bad for
Excelsior.
her.
There's
Um,
nothing if not consistent.
some sometimes when I'm hurt,
Um,
it
well,
helps
I
to
hate to
take
break
a
it to you,
walk
Lex,
and
but
clear
it
my
wasn't
head.
exactly how I
Siri,
intended
she
it.
doesn't need
You know,
to.
I wasn't a model student, but imagine being a boss
Oh,
to
her
a
fists are
10-year-old who
always
needs help.
clenched. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Must have been tough.
It'll
I had
spare
faith
me
for sure,
from
for
having to
sure.
lock
When
it.
I saw
Oh,
through
so
it, you challenged me to own
I
up to my own
just.
actions, not just to assume the mantle
I
of the
mean,
spoiled rich kid. It was a
without
tough but
warning,
fair
that
my life.
Nasuki stretches her
I
own
wish the feeling was
poem
mutual.
out from the
Whatever
desk
he has
and
against you,
storms
I think
out.
he's taking it out on
On her
me.
way out, she crumples up the poem in her
I'm
hands
sorry
and
being
throws it in the
friends with you
trash.
comes with such a high
Nasuki,
price.
she really didn't need to do that.
So
I
exactly,
walk across the room.
how long are you
Yuri
planning to work on
is
this
has her
essay?
chin buried in her desk while she
Just ready
stares
to go,
at her
aren't
own
you?
desk. I gingerly walk over to her and sit to the adjacent, what was it? Desk?
No, it's just
Huh.
family stuff.
Everything's alright.
Come on,
I'm
Clark.
so
You're the king
embarrassed.
of family
I can't believe I
dysfunction.
acted that way. You probably hate me now.
My
No,
father and my
Yuri.
grandfather
How
aged
could
together,
anyone?
you and I caught in the middle.
Anyone not have
Neither
gotten
one of us
frustrated
fair.
after being treated like
Best way
that?
to do that
You
is to look
handled
at
it
the other
very
one and
well,
fight it out.
hand
So I guess you
handled
play
it well as
hardball.
anyone could.
That's up to you,
I don't
but
think any less
it
of you.
sounds like it would take that
Well,
sort of determination to bring
alright,
your
I
father
believe
and
you.
my father together.
Thank you, Grim Reaper. You're very kind. Oh, you're kind. You're too kind. You're thankful too. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That last thing that Nusuki said about, I would never do something so shameful. So,
That's why I came to see you,
uh,
Russell.
when, what thing did Nusuki say? Well, never mind. That I'm going to make some tea.
The others,
Good idea.
what are you talking about?
Make enough for, make enough, make enough for more than one person. Okay. Yeah. Dude, when is this going? When is this day going to end? I don't think it's going to. I'm going to call it there. Um, thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I had fun, I guess you could say fun. It was interesting, and I did not expect it to actually turn out like this, even though in the main menu it showed
With so many choices on
all
Booking.com,
of them
there are
there.
so
I
many
just did not
cafes
expect it to
available.
turn out like
I invited doubles to help me out.
this. But hey, I had fun. Hope you guys did. You guys can make fun of me for my reading. I don't care. But yeah, this is fun. Um, yeah. I want to finish this game because I've only heard of this game, never seen it or anything like that. So I want to finish this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great day. Um, please like, comment, subscribe, or you just watching this video is enough for me to be happy. So thank you. Anyways, bye bye.